come after me, arrest me. Let's just get it over with. Tough guy. You know, I don't give a damn. Alleviating is exhausting. So Tom, arrest me.
There are two things that I find to just be super annoying. Fake virtue signaling, and then also people who project to get a response out of you. How are you good people doing? Welcome to the channel. I am Ty Smith. You're watching my channel, Modern Renaissance Man, which I'm greatly appreciative of. Make sure you guys will follow me on these platforms up here and the platforms down here. Click this thumbs up button. That way my content can stay recommended to you. When you do subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification that will open up an option to select all notifications. Make sure you do that. Last but not least, check out my other YouTube channel that's called Man, Husband, Father, and everything I'm asking you to do in this intro, I want you to do over there, okay? Appreciate you very much. We got to talk about this, ladies and gentlemen, because I just hate the fake virtue signaling. As y'all heard me say in the beginning, the fake virtue signaling and the projection that comes out. And all this is going to be for, and I'm telling you right from the beginning, is nothing more than political optics. That's all it is going to be for. And what am I talking about? Gavin Newsome is trying to get up here and act like he is some tough person and calling Trump out and telling Trump what he can and what he can't do. And all it's doing is diverting. You know what? I'm not trying to give too much of it away. I'm giving it away already. Listen to this.
Is here. He's been in town for quite some time, and tonight he's saying that he's going to file a lawsuit against the Trump administration over its decision to deploy the California National Guard without his approval. Now, the governor spoke with MSNBC earlier this evening, where he called on the White House to change their course. Take a look.
I have a feeling there's a pretty good chance that in the White House there might be a television on and he might be watching us
I hope so.
right now.
Yeah, he can learn something.
What might you say to him if I'll give you the floor, you have the opportunity, what you weren't able to say to him on that phone call or calls that he hasn't taken today?
Where's your decency, Mr. President? Stop.
So you won't say it to Trump to his face while y'all on the phone, but you will play this role right here. Like you're coming off as being some, yeah, that's what I'm tell you. Anyway, let me keep going, guys.
Rescind this order. It's illegal and unconstitutional. And I said it, I'll say it again, it's immoral. You're creating the conditions that you claim you're solving, and you're not. And you're putting real people's lives at risk. This is a serious moment, and it requires serious leadership. And it's time for you to be a commander-in-chief of the United States of America. And I will have your back if you want to work in a relationship of trust and truth in the spirit of our founding fathers. But you come after poor kids, you come after families, we will do everything in our power to stand up and stand in your way.
The governor is here.
So cringe. You just so cringe. This is not you talking to President Trump. This is you making a goddamn on campaign for yourself so you can, the way you try to talk and do all this, and you know that they're going to save this footage if you try to run in 2028. That's it. You notice how he threw in there American families? He's not talking about, he's not addressing the illegals. Listen.
What might you say to him if I'll give you the floor, you have the opportunity, what you weren't able to say to him on that phone call or calls that he hasn't taken today?
Where's your decency, Mr. President? Stop. Rescind this order. It's illegal and unconstitutional. And I said it, I'll say it again, it's immoral. You're creating the conditions that you claim you're solving.
Who created the conditions? Who created these conditions right now? Who created the conditions? I can tell you who created these conditions. The last president that Gavin Newsome said, oh man, he's sharp. He's just sharp. He's quite frankly, he's sharper than me. He's sharper than anything I've ever seen before. I mean, he's so sharp that samurai swords even bow down at the sharpness of President Biden. I mean, what are we talking about here? Yeah. BS. President Biden administration are the ones that are responsible for the conditions right now, not President Trump.
And you're not. And you're putting real people's lives at risk. This is a serious moment, and it requires serious leadership. And it's time for you to be a commander-in-chief of the United States of America. And I will have your back if you want to work in a relationship of trust and truth in the spirit of our founding fathers. But you come after poor kids, you come after families.
That's where the projection comes in at. What do you mean he comes out to poor kids and poor families? See how you just projected that? President Trump is not coming out to poor kids and families. He's coming after illegals. Illegal aliens. He is coming after folks that are in this country illegally. He's coming after the criminals, the robbers, the murderers, the rapists, the child sex traffickers, the human traffickers, the drug traffickers, the cartels, criminals, illegal aliens in our country. And here you are making a like. See what I'm saying? That's the projection that happens. And guess what? A lot of you who do not house the mental compartments in your head to intellectualize something, to critically think through what he just did, you guys are all, President Trump is going after poor people. He's trying to snatch up poor kids. BS. Absolute BS.
We will do everything in our power to stand up and stand in your way.
All you're going to do is
governor
stand
is
up.
here.
You're not going to stand in the way. You're going to get arrested just like the other ones. But here's the deal. He even said, come after me. Arrest me. Come after me. I dare you to arrest me. Well, Tom Homan has something to say about that.
He's a tough guy. Why doesn't he do that? He knows where to find me. The hell is this guy? Come after me. Arrest me. Let's just get it over with. Tough guy. You know, I don't give a damn. But I care about my community. And I'm sorry to be so clear, but that kind of bloviating is exhausting. So, Tom, arrest me.
Well, first of all, it's just ridiculous. That reporter from SMBC, he's a joke. He's a dishonest reporter. What we discussed was, for those protesters that cross the line, I've said it many times, you can protest, you get your First Amendment rights. But when you cross that line, you put hands on an ICE officer or you destroy property, or I say that you're impede law enforcement, or you're knowingly harboring, concealing illegal alien, that's a crime. And the Trump administration is not going to tolerate it. You cross that line, we're going to seek prosecution in the Department of Justice. Then the reporter asked me, well, could Governor Newsome or Mayor Bass be arrested? I said, well, no one's above the law. If they cross the line and commit a crime, absolutely they can. So there was no discussion about arresting Newsome. And so, you know, what he's done, he's failed that state. He waited 2 days of that city burning and people getting hurt, officers being assaulted before he made any declaration of an unlawful assembly. He's late to the game. President Trump isn't late to the game. Men and women of ICE are not late to the game. And let's make this clear. I keep hearing this term ICE raids, ICE raids. What happened with how this riot started is that ICE was serving a series of criminal warrants at a business being investigated for money laundering, customs fraud, and serious violations on sending money to criminal cartels that in Colombia and Mexico that fund criminal cartel activities in the United States. It's a part of an overall conspiracy that ICE is investigating. So we're arresting bad people. We were enforcing laws and following up on a serious criminal investigation on cartel financing. So that's exactly what ICE did. And ICE took a lot of bad people off the street that day. We arrested a sexual predator, arrested gang members, arrested somebody that had an armed robbery conviction. So we made LA safer. The men and women at ICE, the men and women at the Border Patrol made LA safer that day. But you're not hearing any of this. All you hear is a rhetoric.
You guys are mad at President Trump for doing what we, the people, wanted President Trump to do. And all this bull crap that nobody's going to fall for, They're just coming by. And I was just, y'all act like this is what people act like is going on. They're acting like, oh, just a typical American walking down the street. Look. Oh my God. Oh my God. Everybody, get your phones out. Get your phones out. Look what they're doing. They're just kidnapping people. They're kidnapping people. Oh my God. Look at them, you a-holes. I can't believe you're taking a criminal off the street. Oh my God. I'm videoing you, ICE agents, for getting illegals off the street. I'm videoing you for getting this thug off the street. I'm videoing you for getting this criminal off the street. Oh, look at here. I can't believe they're arresting this rapist. I don't believe it. They're just kidnapping rapists now. Oh my God, they're kidnapping drug traffickers right now. This is not the America that I believe in. I can't believe they're kidnapping drug dealers. I can't believe they're doing this. Do y'all know what y'all look like? They need due process. They're not giving them due process. I know he raped kids that are 10 years old. He raped 20 of them, but he needs due process. They shouldn't just be able to go out there and just take those rapists off the streets. That is so wrong. I know they're illegal, but this land is your land. This land is my land from California. We should all get together and kumbaya, my lord. All y'all Fruit Loops that act like that, how about y'all go back with them?